Good morning, Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Wider World. Soul Dr. Nick here. It is Friday, May the 29th, 30th, I believe 30th, 2025. About 6:15 in the morning, catching the last bits of golden sunrise. It is fucking gorgeous this morning. I'm really glad I got up. When my cat got me up, Baba got me up, it was 4:30 some, and I was like, you know what? Might as well just go see First Light. I was about to lie back down again, and I'm really glad that I did. It was cold, didn't really want to. Got some messages from some dear family members because it's been a crazy few weeks, crazy few days. Had the privilege of supporting a family member through transition, through death, and bringing family together, bringing breath together, bringing angels together, and hearing messages coming through. And then when it rains, it pours. Then there's a major change at my business, Ohana Sage, major change in my family, major change in so many different ways. And I'm just being with it all still. I can still feel it, kind of like almost like a little burning in the chest. I saw my traditional Chinese medicine doctor yesterday. She's like, hadn't seen her while. She's like, you need a lot of work. So she did a ton of needling, cupping, and some new stuff on the back and the front. It was probably about 2 hours worth of therapy. About the halfway point, the assistant was like, all right, I guess you're all done. I was like, I think she said both sides. And she's just like, oh yeah, she did. And then after I saw her, she's like, I hope you had a nice nap. I was like, I'm really glad I could actually rest through most of that. Because if that was torture, that would be 2 hours of torture. And instead, it was 2 hours of really just, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's really wonderful to receive. I'm so grateful to be able to receive. And then what else is there? In less than 2 weeks, I turned 45. This is the end of the death cycle, of the death year. I am trying to figure out what to do with my Ohana Sage and the Odyssey, and really stepping into it and creating it as my own, and creating bridging things and creating customer experience. And yeah, and sometimes it's just like, just fuck it all. And sometimes like, this is exactly where I need to be, and having the confidence to do that, and everywhere else in between. Haven't heard from some of my clients, so I'm like, what's going on? There's part of my brain going, this can't be good. And then not having to, but practicing trusting, right? Grown ass adults doing the thing. And I'm grateful to listen to just Daniel Priestley just now. It's like, remember your grandparents fought in actual wars. Like, they were talking about people dying, like literally dying from just one small decision. So things that I'm ruminating over, it's true. Like, my grandfather told me nonchalantly that like some of his uncles were like killed with cleavers in front of him, I believe, from what I was actually gathering from the story. And I don't doubt that. And I can't imagine the effect that has, seeing that level of death, and not just death, but violent death truly near you, and what that might do. And it's funny, not only am I desensitized to that kind of violence because of the TV and the movies, also I'm just recognizing, as I'm throwing out garbage, I'm like, we're desensitized. I'm desensitized to the amount of garbage I produce, the amount of waste. And I'm reminding myself, years ago, like, all the packaging and the plastic, we'd be like, why do you need all that? That's just garbage you're putting in. And that whole idea of recycling, everyone thinks everything can be recycled. So it's like, my reminder often is, if you're not even sure if it can be recycled, if you're even slightly doubtful, it's not. It's garbage. And we contaminate so much of recycling, probably nobody wants it. I wouldn't want it, because you need to pay someone to pick through everything, and it's actually worse because you feel like you're close but not right there. And that's why, like, that Costco mushroom manure, or the other manure, is like, it's some of the worst stuff, I think. Like, just the worst. Yeah. Yeah. And I've really paused on the juicing for right now. Takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort. And it doesn't, but right now it's just like, all right, what are the priorities? And then with the idea of getting a new or used car, that's part of it too. Like, there's so many priorities of things to do. I'm gonna go downstairs in a few minutes, start writing down some of the post-it notes to think of what are the priorities, what are the possibilities. I'm just saying a bunch of stuff now. What are the lessons in all this? One is it's building the capacity to be with. As I'm being with so many things in each day, I'm like, all right, feels like definitely a week in each day. And I'm grateful I'm able to have that capacity to be there for my team members, for my founders, for my family, for when they need something, I can be there. It's seeing the strengths, because my strength is that visionary founder, and also being able to really step up when the calling is. Like, I have no doubts when it comes down to it, my capacity for 30, 40, even 50 hours probably if needed. And I recognize that unless it's actually needed, I'm gonna be lying down and resting. And how do I keep myself ready for the opportunities? And then notice when I'm quote unquote wasting time and just playing with it, noodling with it. Yesterday I drove a right-hand drive car for the second time in Canada. And I was reminding myself as driving it, I loved it because I feel like I'm driving a fucking luxury vehicle for like less than 20 grand, which is crazy. And then the second thing is just noticing, okay, driving this right now, it's going to be constant readjustment of the brain because like, all right, driving the right-hand side, driving the right side, driving the right side. It's going to use more gas. So the cost of ownership is going to be higher. Probably like up to like 14 liters per 100 kilometers. 14 liters is, let's say it's $2, $30 for 100 kilometers, let's say. Let's go really high. 10,000 kilometers, $3,000 for gas. Not cheap. When it comes down to it. When it comes down to it. Not the end of the world. I think a big part of our lives, what's allowed me to really step into this, is we've structured it so that we realize, hey, the ins and the outs may not match right now. We may spend a lot of money, people would say on certain things, we could save money. And how do we have bigger problems? How do we have bigger questions? How do I do the work that I really want to do? How do I become sought after? How do I become visible? How do I offer what I can as widely as I can? All right. So I'm going to send a document to my dear friend Matt, ask for his contemplations. What are the things he sees to prioritize on? And I know he enjoys his weekends, which is fantastic. Enjoy your fucking weekend. For myself, there's a lot of cleaning up to do in life right now. There's a lot of cleaning up to do in life right now. I think that's good. I think it's good. Yeah. What to record, what to say, I don't know. Ciao for now.